So this is every Overwatch hero by easiest to hardest. So of course I'm not the best at the game. If you really want a pro tier list, go watch any of the pro tier list. So these are the easiest, the hardest characters in the game. Soldier, yeah, this character is designed to be easy. That's easy one. Orisa, well, if you won't know what that ball does, but well, yeah, Orisa will be normal difficulty. Her 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 strategy is pretty easy. You just put the shield down and camp behind the shield. Her strategy is pretty easy, but some of her toolkit is pretty intermediate, so she's kind of in a normal tier. Zarya, yeah, she's pretty difficult with her bubble. It does appear that she's a very difficult character to play as. Torb, well, he used to be in this category, but he is now in the easy tier, not the noob category. Noob is super easy. They're the noob characters. Torb is easy to play as. His rework kind of made him a bit more harder because you have to. But yeah, the other time all he did was just put armor packs. He had infinite health essentially with the armor packs. You just sat around the turret and just continue to upgrade it and stuff. But now Torb, you actually have to do stuff, and you have to manage your turret. You don't really have to sit. Yeah, Torb is definitely much more difficult because you actually have to go. You can actually have more freedom to fight. Your ult is not overkill. You actually have to plan with your ult. Sigma, of course, he's actually pretty difficult. His ult is pretty difficult to land. Yeah, you have to actually. His attacks are pretty difficult. Again, you can just hide behind. You can just hide behind a shield, but I think Sigma is the harder version of OSR. Yeah, Reaper isn't the easy tier list. Reaper is pretty easy. You teleport, you kill. You teleport, you kill. That's basically how you play as Reaper. You teleport, you kill. You wait for away. That's how you play Reaper. Okay, Baptiste is probably one of the hardest characters to play as. Healing is pretty hard. He's probably he's legendary tier in terms of difficulty. His immortality field, you can put it down. But yeah, healing is pretty hard if you play. Okay, Baptiste is not legendary. He's going between Sigma and Zarya. He's pretty hard to play as. Pretty difficult, especially if you want to heal. Especially considering his healing cooldown is so low. And of course, he can only heal a certain amount of range. McCree, of course, goes in legendary. McCree, yeah, you don't have no scope. You just have a revolver, you roll, and he can stun. And yeah, they nerfed him, so he isn't normal or easy tier. No, he'll be hard. He'll be hard, not legendary. Anna, I think so. Okay, this is the first character that actually belongs in legendary. Anna, you actually have to have good aim to heal your opponents, and you have to now boost the right person, and especially be hard to play as Anna if you're in a very, very toxic lobby where they're all trash you for not being good at the game. So yeah, Anna goes in legendary. May, she goes in all. Okay, even though I think May is a pretty difficult character to play as, you might use your, especially for easy players, you have to get close. It's pretty hard to do with your weapon. You won't know how to do the headshot thing at all, and you have to figure that stuff out. But yeah, she's in the normal difficulty, so basically anybody who is used to playing video games should know how to play as her. Farah to go into normal TL as well. Yeah, basically her rocket can actually hurt herself, so that's something that's gonna be pretty difficult. She also is pretty difficult to deal with. If she's pretty easy to deal with if you have a sniper or another fight character. There are characters that can easily counter her. So yeah, she's not a noob or an easy level character. Doomfist, yeah, in my opinion, Doomfist is legendary. Doomfist is basically like it's like playing a fighting game in an FPS game. It's just pretty difficult. No, Doomfist is basically difficult, very very difficult to play as. You have like no ammo. You have to basically punch people to death, and you basically have to take. He's pretty good if you have it's like a 1v1, but most of the time if you take on like more than one person, Doomfist is not a good character for that. He's pretty difficult. Next is Diva. Diva goes in easy tier. Between Reaper and Torp. She can fly around. She has a lot of health, with a mech. She can block attacks. And yeah, she also has missiles too. Yeah, if she didn't have the missiles, she would be in normal tier. But she has the missiles, which are pretty powerful. Next is Hammond. Hammond is in normal difficulty. Okay, Okay, on 2v2v2 maps, yeah, Hammond is easy because all Hammond strats, every Hammond strat is basically you walk onto the middle of the control point and then swing around and you never die. That's basically how you play Hammond defensively, but against offensively puts Hammond, I think, in normal. Yeah, yeah, Junkrat goes in noob here. Junkrat's a pretty easy character to play as. You know, he's a pretty simple character. You throw grenades, you throw traps, and you throw mines. But there could be some strategy with Junkrat, so he goes in easy. The bottom of easy. Reinhardt, he goes in normal. He's probably the most balanced character in the game, so he goes up in the top of normal. He's not good for easy people, but again, he is probably one of the most balanced characters in the game, so he goes in normal tier. Winston, I think he's pretty hard to play as because he has his gun does very little damage. You can jump, but yeah, we don't know how to use as him. So yeah, if you don't know how to use him, basically you die every single time. Zenyatta, yeah, he goes in hard, the lower tier of hard. Zenyatta, you have your Discord orb, and you won't know what those mean. You have your balls. And again, if he would be in Legendary if he didn't get his sealed buffs, but yeah, he's in the hard TL. Brig, oh yeah, he goes up here. So he's pretty hard to play as. So yeah, he has like a very, very small sealed. She basically, yes, he also doesn't have that OP thing we can add seals, so we can add extra health to every character. Whereas if she had that, she would be an easy, but they nerfed her. Well, she can't do that anymore, so she no longer is easy. If Echo didn't get nerfed, she would be in the noob character. Because anybody, yes, he goes in easy. She goes in the top, middle of easy, you know. But yeah, Echo goes in the easy tier of characters. Because, yes, he's still pretty easy to play as. She basically just a pure damage-focused characters. Tracer goes in Legendary. She has very little health. Her guns are not really strong. Her ultimate is basically just a grenade. So yeah, Legendary tier. Ash is pretty easy. Way easier. I think it was way easier than McCree because you don't have to go closer. You can basically go for... So yeah, there's more playstyles you can go. And yeah, I think Ash goes in easy tier. Yeah, she fits many more playstyles than McCree. McCree, you actually have to strategize. As she really has like a scope of a gun, where you can just like where you can basically hide on the other side of the map and stuff like that. See, her other weapons are also pretty good. But yeah, they take some skill to use, keeping her out of noob tier. Mercy, yeah, she's basically the noob healer. You know, all you have to do is just stand by a character and heal them. That's basically how you play Mercy. So she is noob heal, but he's still less of a noob character than Soldier. Zamba, yeah, she's pretty difficult. But yeah, Zamba is top of the hard tier. You know? And yeah, she has a hacking. Again, she only has like a machine gun, an SMG, so it's not very... Yeah, she also can hack people, but she can be detected if you don't know what you're doing. Her EMP, if you don't know what you're doing, it's very, 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 very hard to use because there's a lot of people who don't know how to use it, so they get like one or two people, and then they get, yeah, most Zambas are pretty easy to beat as well. But again, yeah, but that's why most people who play Zamba are actually good at the game because most noobs just don't play as her. Genji, no question, he's the most difficult character in the game. Again, they did buff him, but he still requires a lot of skill to play, and they didn't give up that. So Metzler goes in easy. All you do is put down a few turrets, teleporter. That's basically what you do. So yeah, Hanzo, he's just a noob character. He is basically just a noob character. I don't play as Hanzo. He's just a noob character. He always has been and he always will be. Widowmaker goes in this tier of legendary of difficult characters here as well. Sniping is a pretty hard thing to do. If you're bad sniping, you're bad Widowmaker. Basically, yeah, if you're bad sniping, yeah, that's why Widowmaker goes in legendary. Because you have to have precision as here. Oh yeah, Bastion goes in noob tier. No way around that. Bastion's a noob character. That's all. And yeah, Bastion, no one plays Bastion because all Bastion is a noob character. He's basically a character if you want easy kills on the lower difficulties, if you're new to the game. Again, on higher difficulties, there's a lot of characters that counter Bastion. But at the beginning of the game, Bastion is essentially a noob character. Moira is almost a noob tier, but she at least takes more strategy to use than Mercy. Mercy, all you do is just stand by and heal them. Okay, Hanzo is actually much harder to use than Mercy. Mercy goes by Soldier. Yeah, Moira, she has the orbs, and again, the reason why she's easy because you might miss click doing it, Roadhog, yeah, he's a noob character. Roadhog is a very, very simple character. You basically walk around, hook people, and heal. That's all you do is play. That's all Roadhog is. He's pretty simple. He's a pretty simple character to play as, and pretty easy. Lucio would also be in normal tier. Yes, people think Lucio is pretty difficult to play as, but he's actually not that difficult. If you know how, yeah, you can only her spook thing. You can push people away. You can switch between speed and non-speed, healing and speed. Basically he's pretty good if you know how to use him. He takes some strategy. So like Reinhardt, he's not too difficult where he takes more strategy to use, but he's kind of in Reinhardt here where he's basically balanced. He never gets nerfed because most people who know how to play Overwatch know how to play as Lucio already. So yeah, he's not really that difficult to play as. So there we go. That is the Overwatch character tier list by difficulty. If you don't want to disagree with my tier list, you can. Basically, my tier list is just my tier list. And again, these are the hardest characters based off community, and of course my own opinion, because Doomfist is pretty difficult to play as. But yep, there we go. That's the Overwatch character difficulty tier list. That's basically it. Goodbye.